Hello, we are here with Claudia Connor, the President and CEO of the International Institute of Connecticut, and we just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what is the current landscape for the refugee resettlement program.
Well, as of today, we're at day 50 of the 120-day suspension of the refugee resettlement program. That suspension was announced by the Trump administration a number of months ago. And what this means is that there has been a significant slowdown in the number of refugees coming to the United States. The projected number for fiscal year 17, which is October 1st to the end of September, was 100,000. That was set by the Obama administration. And as of this week, the United States has resettled 50,000 people and change, 50,000 refugees. For us, our projected number for this fiscal year was 160 refugees, and to date, since October 1st, we've resettled about 97 people. So we are seeing a significant slowdown, and again, that's across the country and at the local level as well. In practical terms, in November, we received 18 refugees at the International Institute of Connecticut. In July, we received 2.
And I mean, I guess, how does that make you feel from a personal standpoint, seeing some of these crises firsthand and knowing that they are continuing?
Well, I think, having visited refugee camps overseas, what is absolutely clear is that people are living in crisis, in extreme uncertainty, living with huge questions about what happens next. Will something happen next? For children, they have interrupted education. In many of the refugee camps, there are significant attempts at providing education for children. For adults, there's very little to do. There are the rare exceptions that you sometimes see where there are some employment opportunities, either with global NGOs or teaching and other things like that. But there's a tremendous amount of extreme, profound boredom, which has a significant impact on people's sense of hope for the future. And so from our perspective here, where we are resettling refugees, it's really about, it is truly a life-changing and for some people a life-saving opportunity. So to know that there are hundreds of thousands of people who remain in limbo because our policies have changed to the point that we are not allowing so many people in. And what the current policy from that's in place is that the only refugees that are being allowed into the country during this period of suspension are people who have a narrowly defined family relationship with somebody who's already in the United States. And that has significantly impacted the numbers as well.
Can you talk about what we're doing here at the International Institute for the refugees that are here?
Absolutely. So we do have active cases. Those are people that have arrived within the past 90 days. And meanwhile, we have dozens and hundreds of people that arrived before that in 2017, 2016, 2015, people who are still, trying to adjust, trying to find stability, people who have found stability and self-reliance and economic independence, but are now looking for the next better job, or trying to get their children from high school into college. So there are a multitude of layers of integration and need that we're seeing, and we're really trying to redeploy our energy and resources to deepen our efforts around integration. What does it mean to be integrated in your community? What does it mean to be self-sufficient? The State Department defines it as being able to meet your household expenses. from our perspective, it's a much more nuanced view. You know, can you advocate for yourself? Do you feel comfortable in your community? Can you go to a doctor's office and say, my name is Claudia and I have an appointment at 11 o'clock? Or do you still find that a fearful and intimidating thing? So we're really revisiting all of that in a more meaningful level and addressing those issues of integration with active programming and support.
Can you talk about what we're doing at the youth level?
Sure, yeah, we have an exciting opportunity thanks to some funding from a number of different donors. We have launched this week in August a 2-week program, Refugee Children and Youth Summer Academy. And so we have programming for K through 8 children in the mornings and high school kids in the afternoons. The programs are being taught by Bridgeport Public School teachers and supported by volunteers, both youth and adults, and coordinated overall by ICON. And we have the purpose of that is sort of twofold. One is to keep children active and engaged in the summer, and the other is to really help kind of prepare them to either return to school or to go to school. Some of these kids haven't yet started school in Bridgeport, so it's an opportunity to kind of orient them to classroom environments. We're really modeling within the Summer Academy what the school environment will be like for them, and then also working on English language acquisition and basic literacy skills.
And then finally, is there anything that we should look out for coming up from ICON?
Well, we are thrilled to say that we have a very exciting announcement to make at the beginning of September. And while I won't divulge what that is, it has been a culmination of a process and really an understanding of where our agency is at the moment, where this country is, and recognizing that our work is more important than ever right now. And as we approach our centennial year as an agency, we feel it is extremely important to be very explicit and intentional about stating who we are, what we do, and who we serve.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you.